Did you actually believe this was possible for you, that you would reach it so soon?
Not so soon. Yeah, we worked so damn hard.
Are you at school right now? Do you follow a job also?
No, I quit school. 2 years, yeah, I've passed and was fully focused on e-com, on the brand,
Okay.
just scaling it. First reason I started was I didn't want to work for a boss. I want something on my own. I want to help my brother. He is a little bit in a stuck place right now, if I can say, and I really want to bring him out.
Cherk, welcome.
Yes.
How is it to be in Dubai?
Yeah, really nice to be here. First time in Dubai, but yeah, I like it so far.
It's great,
out
man.
here. Great people. So,
You're one of the very early students, man. It's crazy. You know, you've been here in like 2021, something like
yeah,
that.
something around that. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you reach these numbers and stuff. Like the first question I want to ask you, man, like, what do your parents think about all of this? You know, you told me in the car that they didn't really understand it in the start when you told them like, hey, I'm getting into e-commerce, this and that. And then now they're kind of shocked by you reaching these numbers. So
Yeah, it's gone by faster than they can imagine, than I can imagine. So yeah, at first it was a little bit, should you do it? Should you not do it? You need to do everything by yourself. You don't have any help. We can't help you as much because they don't have really much experience in e-commerce, of course. Yeah, and now
they support you. That's great,
They
man.
support
That's
me.
great. What is your age right now?
I'm 19 years old right now.
19.
Just
and
turned 19. Yeah,
just turned 19 and you're doing 100K a month. That's
crazy.
absolutely phenomenal. What do your parents think right now? You know, because I can imagine as an 18-year or 17-year-old boy, just following the education system and stuff, and then now doing 100K must be shocking for your parents. Aren't they like worried or something?
Yeah, they are worried that if I do something wrong, because we do everything ourselves right now. So yeah, if I do something wrong,
Wait. The whole company, how it runs right now, 100K a month. You did 237K in the last 3 months, all by yourself?
yeah, all by ourselves. I do this with my girlfriend.
Yeah, I met
So
her.
yeah, we started in August. It was the first day we started
Yeah.
with our own supply.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's growing like crazy.
Crazy, bro. Like, my next question is, what are you and Mila doing different than the rest of the people? Like, why did it work for you guys and not the other people?
Yeah, fully focused day and night. Sometimes we are working on the ads at like 4 a.m. in the evening, 4 p.m. is that?
Wow,
4
sacrifice.
p.m. in the evening, yeah.
Yeah. You're really sacrificing a lot. So just
Yeah,
like working every
day.
night.
At first we worked for nothing. So working, no result. Working, no result. And yeah,
Yeah,
just keep
it
working
reminds me
and,
of the motivational video, like work, no result. Work, and then boom, you know, compound effect. It's
Yes.
what I always try to tell people, you know, like when you're getting into e-commerce and stuff, it is all about consistency. And you cannot be, comparing your path with somebody else's path. A lot of people, they say, oh yeah, this guy reached it in 6 months and this guy in 1 month. Why am I not reaching it in 2 weeks? You know, and I think the moment you started with Mila, you just said like, you know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to sacrifice everything. Because are you at school right now? Do you follow a job also?
No, I quit school.
You quit
I've,
school?
It's
Okay,
done. So
okay.
in 2 years, I've passed and just fully focused on e-com, on the brand,
Okay.
just scaling it. I don't work. I work in the weekends, but not in a normal week.
Nice. And do you think everyone can do it in here? Like start something like that from scratch?
If you really want it and you're gonna work for it, everything is possible, I think.
100%. And you have to be a little bit creative as well, right? Like you cannot just do the first product that you find and put it online and think you're going to be a huge success. You know, I think being creative and thinking outside of the box is really what's going to differentiate if you're going to reach that success or not, right?
Yeah, thinking out of the box, especially with the creatives, it's really a big important thing. So not creatives, editing and everything. It's my partner's partner's job.
Yeah.
She's really good at it.
I could see she has an eye for it for sure, you know. That's why sometimes it's good to do things with your own girlfriend or even for the women with their boyfriend because it brings two perspectives. You know, when you try to do everything yourself, guys, it's difficult. You're gonna reach it eventually, but it maybe will cost you twice as much time as when you do it, you know, with a partner. How much would you say did Mila really ease your path towards this success?
So really good ideas. We implement it, and yeah, most of the time, yeah, it works. So
Crazy.
and my ideas, her ideas, sometimes ideas of her mother, because she's
Wow.
also yeah, also an audience from our products. And
Oh, that's a good one because your audience is the older category, right?
yes,
So you ask advice from her mother as well.
yeah,
Because she's in the older category. You know, this is what I mean when thinking outside of the box. Eventually, you want someone from that category who speaks their language,
yes,
you know? Because you cannot be doing something when you don't even know their language. It's difficult. That's what I always say. You have to scrap out the audience that you're targeting on with your product and your ads and understand their way of thinking, their paradigm of how they operate through life. And then from there, you can showcase exactly what they want to see. You know?
yeah. You really need to think like you're the audience. So
Yeah.
what does they think? What do they need? What are their problems? How can I solve those problems? It's not only a product you're selling.
Yeah.
It's the feeling about the product.
It's absolutely emotion. You know, they say 90% of all buyers' state is based on emotions. You know, if you can market in a way to trigger an emotion, then they'll eventually jump into it right away. But if you're just like, oh, I want to sell this as fast as possible and do all the marketing, but not think about the customer, how they think or how to trigger them, it's useless. And then you fail, and then you go around and you tell people it's not working, and then you just like, you know, create more opportunities for people like you and me, you know, eventually.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Do you find yourself thinking the same way when you started? Like how did you think? Did you actually, you know, believe this was possible for you, that you would reach it so soon?
Not so soon. We think yeah, it was possible, and yeah, we worked so damn hard every day. Just keep working, and our goal was to have our own yeah, our own building for our company in February, and we are already in it for 2 months now. So
Wow.
it's going really fast,
Yeah.
and yeah, just keep testing different creatives. Eventually, something will work, and build a brand around that. And
That's the best
branding
thing.
is the best thing there is.
100%, man. You have only one focus point. We discussed this in the car as well. When you have branding instead of just like drop shipping. Don't get me wrong. When you're starting off drop shipping, you did the same, right?
Yeah.
You started with drop shipping. You gain the experience. You learn how to go through it. You know how to make mistakes and also how to make good things. But eventually, branding is really for the long term because you have one focus point. You can just make that better and better and better.
Yeah, with dropshipping, we learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like how to build a website, how to run ads, how to get a reaction from people. What do they think about your brand? What do they think about you?
Yeah.
And yeah, from there you just learn so much. And then we thought, let's start a brand, let's build something, and
Exactly.
now we're here.
Exactly. Do you advise anyone to start with branding immediately or first drop shipping? Because there are a couple people, they say like, hey, I want to start with branding immediately. Do you think it's a smart idea?
If you really think about starting a brand, like I want this, I want my own company in a specific product or a specific niche, I say, yeah, go for it. But if you think, yeah, I need a little bit more experience, you can go with drop shipping, of course, it can work. I see it for a lot of people that work. Yeah, we've learned a lot from it, and now we're learning way more. Keep learning.
Yeah.
Different things.
I agree.
Implement them together. And,
I agree. I think, you know, anyone who starts off needs to get with dropshipping first and then go to branding, you know. But eventually, if you think you're exceptional and you really want to get into branding immediately, huge risk, but there's going to be a high reward as well. But yeah, like when you get your driver license, the first car you buy is not going to be an instant Ferrari, you know. You want to start with something small to gain some experience on the road, and then you buy something, you know, extraordinary. But Same thing when you're fighting, for example. You don't go for your first fight for the world title. You know, you want to do some experience, some small fights, and then you get into the big thing. So gaining experience from starting somewhere in the field of dropshipping is essential. And you don't have to do it for years. You just have to do it maybe for a month to know all the ins and outs, but do it efficiently. And then from there you go to branding, just so you can learn the steps and stuff, right?
Yeah, taking risk, is something you need to do. Take as much risk as possible, and fail is an important thing. We've failed so many times.
What is the biggest risk you took so far, you two?
I think putting all of my own money, all of her money.
Her money as well.
A loan.
Oh my God.
From our parents, from her parents.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So you put your own money, her money, your girlfriend's money, your parents' money into the business, and now it just exploded. You know, you really burned your ships.
Yeah, we had a lot of help, also of her parents too. So we could buy our first inventory, and then they supported already when everything started working.
Yeah.
Because her mother is also the audience, so it really, she's also standing behind it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, nice, man. So we made already half of the game plan right before here. So we made like a whole notes and stuff about how you can scale your business from 100K to 500. Because a lot of people misunderstand it. They think, okay, from 0 to 100, at some point it goes fast, because you know the twist of it. But believe me, from 100K to 500K, I think a lot of people can agree on this, who are on that in that category, is one of the hardest to reach. Because believe me, from 100 to 500, there's so many other things that you have to implement and think of to reach that kind of amount. Now my question is, will you do it with everything that we wrote down? Will you still do it on yourself, or will you finally get a team?
I don't know if I can do it by myself. And Mila, we of course want to do it as long as possible, and maybe fulfillment, something like that. Google
3PL.
Ads are going to be running by another company for us.
Yeah, email marketing.
Yeah, we need to have more time for growing than for packing stuff or emails.
Oh, it's crazy.
Customer service.
You're doing your own packaging. You're sending the products. You're doing the customer service. You're making the creatives. You're searching the products. Can you tell us a little bit about the product? How do you do your product research? I think a lot of people are interested in that.
We just look at our concurrenten.
Concurrents.
We just look at our concurrents,
and
just see what are they selling. What do I read in the comments from? I don't like this about the product. I don't like that about the product. I want this.
That's a good one.
So we ask our supplier, can you add this to the product? Can you remove this from the product? And he gives us an example. Buy it, test it out.
Very good.
Just look at what the audience wants.
To make it clear for the people watching, so what you do is you search for products, you look in their comments for the products that have potential, and then you see all the negative comments and you actually turn them into positive ones because you see them as improvement points. So you're like, okay, what negative things are they saying about this product? Okay, you send a message to the supplier, you tell him, listen, I want this and this and this implemented from the feedback of the customers. And then you get an improved product that you sell eventually. Very smart. Yeah, that's a good
really
way to do it.
the thing about what does the audience wants, then it's going to sell if they want it.
Yeah. Everyone should operate in that way. You're in Dubai. You just landed yesterday night.
Yes.
So far, we cannot really, make a huge experience out of it now because you haven't even been here 24 hours. No. But what is your first impression of here?
It looks really good. Big buildings. So just from the videos, because we started from watching videos from Dubai. I want to go there. Let's go. No. And now we went to Dubai, and first experience here. It's good. We need to figure out where to go. Where are all the places we want to see? We want to visit. We want to meet people. So it's yeah, we really need to look
Yeah.
where everything is.
You deserved it, man. You and Mila, you worked so hard, you know, like eventually I remember you were not 100% sure about this trip, but you really wanted to cancel last minute. And you were like, you know what, let me just do it. And how do you think now about the decision? Are you happy that you still came or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy that I still came to Dubai. It was a really big deal because we run a company by ourselves, just the two of us, and we have help from the family.
Just the two of us.
Now we need to left the whole company behind for a few days.
Yeah.
So the work builds up.
You
and,
are the company, both of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
We need to build up every work that's built up right now.
Yeah.
We need to still do when we go back. So it's a lot of work to do.
Man, I would say make the absolute best of it. Really enjoy, you know, try to relax. You worked so immensely hard, you know, for the past 4 or 5 months. And I'm the last person who tells you like, hey guys, relax, take it slow. But now that you're already here and your business is in Netherlands, you can really take these 5 days to reflect, relax, make a game plan for yourself, implement some things, gain the motivation because there's so many levels above you here in Dubai, right? So it's different here. You can get a lot of good energy from it. And then when you go back, go even harder, you know, make new goals because you made a goal, 100K for 2025. You passed it already in the first month.
In January, yes.
Okay, so what is next for Cherk and Mila? What is the goal now?
We spoke about it. I and Mila spoke about it, and we want to hire staff. We want to so that we can really focusing on growing our company, and not about packaging and all that stuff.
Because now you're trading time for money when you don't really want to do that.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And results are great to set goals from 100K a month of let's say 500K a month. A big goal is I think we're going to hit 1 million a year. That's a big goal, of course.
1 million a year. Okay, 7 figures. When do you want to hit that?
I think, if we keep this, so let's say we keep 100K a month, so it's 10 months. So let's say 8 months.
12 months, 100K a month is actually a million, over 1.2 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely reachable, man. So you made this exponential growth. What do your friends think about it? Like you're from the Netherlands, right? Dutch. I'm also from Holland. And I haven't been there for a long time because I know the paradigm and how people think outside of Netherlands is just way different. I find it quite, I would say small-minded because it mainly comes from the government, right? You have to follow the educational system, 9 to 5. You have to, you know, become either an engineer, doctor, or lawyer. Otherwise, you're failed in life. I think that's why your parents were so scared. What do your friends think of you right now? Do you still go around with them a lot, or are you super focused on your business?
I'm really focused on the business, seeing them, and not as much as before. I think this is also important. The business, of course. You need to have friends.
Yeah.
To talk with, do stupid things sometimes. What do they think about it? I don't really know how much money we've made, I think.
After this, they will.
After they see this, they will.
Okay, so you just told me that a lot of your friends are actually kind of wanting to start with this, but they don't know how to do it. What advice could you give them, you know, from what you did?
Some of my friends are already starting. I think they're doing well. They sometimes ask questions, help us with getting our inventory, and so they support it. Really, it's really supportive.
That's good, man. Do you help them also and stuff? I think you root for them, right?
Yeah, if they have any questions, of course, I answer them. So if they need help, I can help with ecom, I think, because at this point, the information is here.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend also here. So two of us together.
But eventually, you know, you can try to help as many people as possible. But believe me, there's only a very small percentage that will actually take the advice and implement it. You know, so even for your friends right now, I would say ask as many things as possible to you. You're very helpful to them. But actually implement it as well, you know, try to really put it into action, because information, reading a lot of books without action is useless. You know, you don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, a lot of people, when I was in school, everyone asked me questions. How do you do this? How do you do that? I basically gave them a plan from A to Z, and still doing nothing. So I can tell about my whole company. I can give them an exact plan, and
exactly.
they're still not going to do it. So
that's
they
crazy.
They already have the same company as we have right now. So
Yeah, I did the same in the beginning, man. Like when I just started off, like I posted on my story 1K days. They kind of curious, but they still think it's a little bit luck, you know. And eventually, when you actually reach the 100K, 200, 300, they start thinking like, whoa, I should have really took the advice from the beginning, you know. And then they come when you're already on the top. So it's difficult to give that much advice when you're already at the top. You have so many things to focus on. Like I feel like that's what women do also a lot, is they go with someone who has a lot of potential in the future, but men don't do that. They always go with someone who actually reached the potential already, you know? So try in this life, when you see someone just starting off and he's doing good in the beginning, really try to take on the advice, because he is doing something different, and not wait until he becomes such a big success and buys a new car and relocates to Dubai, and then you ask him about advice, because then it's too late, right?
they're really busy then, so they have other things to do.
Exactly.
We are really busy too. We both started from nothing. My girlfriend has a company since she was 14. She started with e-com.
What?
With her own store.
You both are 19. That's insane. And you just turned 19, right?
Yeah, August 28th.
How old were you when you started?
I think I was 16, I think.
What?
And she started already from 14 with her own store. And so entrepreneurship is is in us.
It's definitely in you, but it's also like because you started so young. I think a lot of people are going to be thinking now, I should also start, and then in 4 years I become successful. Do you think it will take 4 years? Because you actually started on August. That's like
the first
5 months ago.
It came in August.
Yeah.
So it's not a long time ago now.
Yeah, because when you're 16, you cannot even open a business or anything.
Yeah,
So I think you were just like doing a lot of research, learning a lot of stuff, right?
When we turned 18, everything, you can set your company up in the Netherlands. So you can do it sooner, but there are a lot of rules from your parents need to sign and everything.
Crazy. Did you do that? With your parents signing everything?
I had my first business partner was then 18 years old. At first I started with an old friend of mine.
You did it smart.
Didn't turn out. So
when one door closes from your old business partner, another opens. I think if that didn't happen, you would never meet Mila and start this incredible business right now. Now that you're doing 100K and you're going towards 7 figure, hopefully, the end of the year, how will the people in the Netherlands, where you are located right now, think? How do you even right now tell them about your business and how it's operating?
Keeping it quiet.
Why?
I don't like to say I do this, I do that, and it's not really a thing that I want to do.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're gonna see what we've become.
Yeah.
So then I
crazy.
stick it in the nose.
I love that mindset, bro. Just staying humble, you know. 19. If I was 19, if I was 18 even, and I was doing 100K a month, bro, I would run around saying, I'm doing 100K, bro. Let everyone know.
But really think about it. It's kind of nice to do.
Yeah, 100%. You know,
but, keep it on the low.
It's better. It's better. I don't think the kind of mindset there is equal to here in Dubai. You know, in Dubai, everyone would cheer you on, and you actually are nothing. You know, to be honest, when you're doing 100K here, and in the Netherlands, they're just like, okay, maybe he's doing something wrong. Maybe it's not really e-commerce he's doing. You know, maybe it's all fake. Maybe they're all gonna think in that way. And I'm really sad to hear that, because I love the people, but sometimes I feel like from the weather and from the economical system in Netherlands, they just like turning in a wrong way, you know? Yeah. And if even everyone like in here, if you have a supercar in Dubai, everyone, you're nothing. You know, everyone is just like, oh, great job, man, you're doing good, blah, blah. If you have a supercar in the Netherlands or in a place in that, you're automatically a drug dealer, you're this, you're that. Oh, it's all scam. It's hard sometimes. You kind of miss the hate when you're here in Dubai. You're like, oh, man, I miss those days when people were just like commenting all these bad stuff. Even my page now just transformed. It's only worldwide. Yeah. And it's such a different audience. The people there, they cheer you on. They're super positive. They, you know, supportive. But in Netherlands, when I was back then there, like 4 years ago, and I was going viral in Holland and stuff, so much hate. It's insane. You know, I couldn't even like understand why, but now I do. It's from everything. The weather, you can see already here in Dubai, you get so much energy. It's like sun, it's like so many people striving, working on themselves. Everything is made so easy. 0% tax. You know, in the Netherlands, you pay tax from something you buy, then from something you sell, then from what you earn, you pay tax, from what you give to your workers, tax. Every single thing that you do is tax, you know? And then eventually you keep a little bit just for yourself. And it's like, yo, what did I work for all this time? And here it's just like a trade center in Dubai where there's no tax. You can do whatever you want, make as many money as you want. You don't have to think about all these aftermaths of tax and this and that and problems. And I think that's why Dubai is really good for business.
Yeah, a lot of people in the Netherlands, they hate, they see other people having success. They also want it and they say, no profits. Yeah, it's not like him, and let they keep doing what they do.
It's a screenshot.
It doesn't let me get extracted and just focus on my goal and
yeah, because eventually, believe me, I exploded on social media like such in a short period of time. I was on, you remember, right? When you signed up for me, I was 40K followers, and it's just like in 5 months I went to over 1 million, you know, on Instagram. And I think it's mainly because I really gave up the judgment, like the thought of all the people, what they think about me, the opinions and stuff. The moment I really gave that away, and I was like completely numb to it, and I just one goal, one task, and keep going, tunnel vision. That's when everything exploded. And then all these people who try to bring you down in the start, the haters, they become your fans. They start cheering you on at the top, like, oh, you know, I believed in Ruslan. I believed he would get this milestone and become successful in life. When they were actually the people who were talking behind your back. So one tip also for you right now, once you go from the 100K to 7-figure, try to really stick to the people who were there from the beginning, okay? Really, because a lot of fake people are going to come into your life later on. Yeah. A lot of people are going to pretend like they've been cheering you on from the start, but it's all bullshit. They really don't, you know? So try to keep your circle small, you know, grow in business, keep it with your relationship, especially your first woman who was there when you had nothing, you know, what you're experiencing right now is the most crucial thing. Because even when you grow, I'm sorry to say, but even the options in the women are going to increase. But there's nothing like the woman from day one, the family from day one, the friends from day one. Stick to it. That's the best advice I could give you, you know?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I already thought about that. And also really want to stay with the people that are now supporting us.
Yeah.
And they keep supporting in the future, of course. And a lot of people that hate now are also going to support in the future. So let them support. But I know that they weren't there from the beginning. So.
100%, man. Okay. Last question, brother. Where do you see yourself in the future living?
I don't really know if I'm going to live in Dubai because I've just been here for like 24 hours.
No, you don't have to.
So,
I'm not saying you have to come to Dubai. You haven't even been here for 24 hours. But anywhere in the place where you think, you know, in the world that, hey, maybe I want to live there or here. Do you want to travel, maybe?
Yeah, of course. I think a lot of people want to travel and become financially free, of course. But it doesn't come in hand. So you have financial freedom and go do what you like, go travel.
Yeah,
it doesn't work like that. You just need to work for it. And I don't really think a lot about what we want. What do I want in the future? What do I want in a year? Do I want this car? Do I want that? Do I want persons? Do I want to help people?
What was the real reason when you started with this, with ecom? why did you do it then? If you don't want the car, the house, the this, what was your real reason?
First reason I started was of course because I didn't want to work for a boss. I want something on my own, and I want to help my brother. He is a little bit in a stuck place right now, if I can say, and I really want to bring him out here if I can, bring him out where he is right now and take him to a lot of good places. And
you seem very close with your brother.
yeah,
Is there like a story behind it on why you want to help him so bad?
even stoppen.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh man. Volgens mij weet ik iets niet. Oh.
Niet doen.
Komt goed, hè?
Komt goed man, bro. Je helpt hem kapot hard. So okay, you're doing it for your brother. He's in a
he's really stuck right now. So if he goes to go get a job, he doesn't get money from the government, and he needs to fully work on the job. And if he can't hold it himself, so yeah.
Yeah. And your brother is also sick. I think the only person who really he looks up to and sees as a chance in life is you, right? And that's the whole reason why you started. It really reminds me of myself, bro. You know, I was also with a tunnel vision, did it for my own brother to provide exactly the same. You're 19. You're doing this with your mom. You're doing it for your brother. You're doing it for your girlfriend. It's incredible. Your future is absolutely outstanding. And how much drive you have right now, I can understand. You became already emotional. And I almost got emotional myself because I literally did it the same thing. I was, stuck in my room, barely saw my parents. I maybe saw my parents like a couple times in my whole life. And I was really, really focused on just taking care of me and my brother. After that, my first car, when I bought it, I cried like a baby. It wasn't about the car. It was about the 6 months of tunnel vision, locked in your room, working for one goal, providing. And then once you get that, you see freedom. You're like, oh man, I can take my brother now on trips. I can take him on, working with me together. I can, experience the world, buy stuff together and share happy moments. You're not alone anymore, and you're doing exactly the same for your own brother. And I think there's no better motivation than that.
He's really supportive, I can say. Just got a text from him hey, I see you're in the bar, you're killing it. I'm proud of you. And don't let people hate, he also said. Because I also got some other texts from people. And he said, ignore that, bro. I'm proud of you. Keep going. And,
I'll get it. Goosebumps. Crazy, man. Oh, incredible. Tjerk, thank you so much for your story today. I wish you best of luck. And let's scale to that 7-figure this year, man.
I will hit it.
For sure.